What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Islanders Daily. And today we are going to be doing our first prospect look. And today we are going to be looking at the first pick that the Islanders made in the 2020 draft. With the 90th overall pick, they pulled ljungkrantz. And I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'm trying, I promise. He is a 18-year-old, 6'1", 185-pound Swede, and seems to be on the right track. There's actually a couple stats that I pulled that I found were interesting enough that I could use to try to make a prediction on if he's actually going to make the NHL and what he could do in it if he tried. So we're going to dive into that now and try to see what do you think he's going to do. Towards the end of this video, I'd like you guys to leave a comment below letting me know what you guys think. At the end, I'll let you guys know what I think. Alright, so let's get started. He's only 18 years of age. He is 6'1", 185 pounds. Now, normally, your draft weight is not usually the weight that you end up in the NHL in. You usually bulk up 20 to 30 pounds. So hopefully he does the same, because at 6'1", you'd like him to be about 200 pounds. Being a taller guy, if he can also be a little more muscular, I think that would help him out greatly. But I think even if he was to not bulk up, he could have an Elias Pettersson type build where he's just really thin, but it just makes him really fast and really durable. But probably not. I would assume that he needs to bulk up a little bit and get himself, in NHL shape. He's Swedish, and there are a lot of really good Swedish players, so I don't think that's a danger zone. I think he's probably been brought up very well into hockey. He's probably had pretty good coaches. Pretty good staff helping him out, and I think he sounds like a really good prospect. In 2018-2019, he was in the Junior Super Elite League in Sweden, and he got 27 points in 42 games played. He had 15 goals, 12 assists. So that sounds like a kind of like a power forward type to me, because he's not putting up a ton of goals, but he's putting up enough goals, but more goals than assists. So he sounds like the kind of guy who's meant to hit some and push through people and rip towards the middle of the net. That's what he sounds like to me. I haven't seen much footage of him, but that's what I think when I look at those stats. Same thing with the Junior Nationals in 1920. Same thing with the Junior Nationals in 2019-2020. He had 16 games played, 8 goals, 7 assists, 15 points, which is really good. He's almost point per game in the juniors now. Playing against his own age, he's almost point per game. So we'll see what happens when he gets playing against men, probably next year now that he's 18. And we'll see if he has to work his way back up or if he immediately takes the stage and becomes a superstar. Probably not, though. It seems like it's going to take him a few years to develop. However, he still seems like that power forward. A little bit more goals than assists. Not a ton of points. Not a huge point pusher, but definitely advancing and getting better and just emerging as a good hockey player. He did some time in the SHL, but it wasn't really enough to mention. He had 2 games this year, no points. He had 3 games another year with 1 goal. So he just seems like the kind of second-line power forward that you would want on your team. He seems like that guy who would just charge the net, put the puck in, get those turd burglar goals in front of the net, digging in at it. That's what he sounds like to me. But I definitely think there's much room for him to grow. I think the Islanders could use a power forward, especially as Anders Lee and Brock Nelson and those guys start to get older and they start to lose their grit. I think we could absolutely get some youth in there, some young, really good players. Just coming in to hopefully take the NHL by storm. Is this guy it? The verdict is yes. I think he could end up being a second or third line power forward for the Islanders. Do I think he ends up becoming a first liner? No. Most of the first liners by 18 years old, they're putting up more than a point per game against their own age group, and they're putting up a little less than point per game against men. So I don't think a first liner, but I think a second or third liner in his future, I wouldn't be surprised. He definitely would not surprise me if he ended up being a second or third line center for the Islanders or if they used him as trade bait and he became that for another team. I hope you guys enjoyed that little analysis. Yes, this is a shorter video, but I did have another video that I just got done recording that'll be coming out sometime over the weekend, so I hope you guys enjoy that. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. So the verdict on Ljungkrantz is probably a second or third line power forward. That's what he sounds like to me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Make sure to tune in today or tomorrow. I will be doing my first Islanders franchise mode. I might have a special guest on, might not. We're still trying to figure it out. But I'll be doing my first ever Islander franchise mode, so please tune in to the live stream if you want to. It's going to be fun. You guys will get your opinions in. I'll get my opinion in, and we'll try to make the Islanders as good as possible. Maybe get them to a cup in the near future. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Tune into the live stream, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.